People have been fascinated by Bianca Censori for years. They want to know what's going on with her. This silent, usually nude woman, is she okay? Who's in control of her life? Why isn't she talking? My name is Anna Peele. I'm a writer for Vanity Fair, and I did an exclusive interview with Bianca Censori. You probably know Bianca Censori as the wife of Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. You've seen her on red carpets, including the Grammys red carpet in 2025 when she appeared virtually naked. In the days and weeks that followed the Grammys, Ye was posting on X in ways that were concerning and bordering on alarming. He said that he had dominion over his wife. He used anti-Semitic rhetoric. He advertised t-shirts with swastikas on them that he was selling on Yeezy.com during the Super Bowl. And Bianca wasn't saying anything, as she hadn't for the previous 3 years of their marriage. There was a lot of speculation about whether Bianca was going to stay in her marriage, what she felt about the anti-Semitism, the state of Ye's mental health, and how that was impacting her. I reached out by guessing her personal email address, and Bianca answered. In the months that followed, we talked about a lot more than her art. She was nothing like I expected. When I'd seen Bianca on the red carpet and in paparazzi photos, she never smiled. She was nude. I didn't know if the nudity was her choice. There were rumors that Ye was dressing her, or I guess undressing her, and I just didn't know whether this was something that felt totally consensual. I had no idea. When I spoke with Bianca, it became clear that this was a person with a lot of control, a lot of autonomy, and a lot of agency. Someone with a really clear vision of herself. Bianca told me that she has never appeared nude when she didn't want to appear nude. Ye and Bianca, as you can imagine, are frequent artistic collaborators, and she considers her nudity her art. She's a performance artist in addition to being an architect and visual artist, and she considers her presentation to the world part of her art. And the nudity project, as she calls it, had gone on for 7 years, and the Grammys was the climax of it because you kind of can't get more nude than that. But she was dressing that way before she met Ye, it turned out, as she told me and as her friends told me. When Bianca's at home and relaxing, she doesn't wear sweats. She told me that at home, she's usually naked. This nudity project was going on all the time. She was living and breathing nudity. So while Bianca was saying nothing and showing everything, Ye was saying everything. If her project was a nudity project, his was a free speech project, which, coinciding with his very public mental health issues, took it to a place of anti-Semitism, of then saying that he had dominion over his wife. It went too far. Bianca told me that she's not anti-Semitic. She said she hates what anti-Semitism is doing and the damage that it's causing, but she said she's not, and she said that Ye is not. Bianca told me that she and Ye are basically the same person. I didn't know what Bianca's art was going to be like. I didn't know if she was a talented artist. Biopop is the first in a 7-year series, and it's sort of an autobiographical look at what it's like to become, as she says, a Nepo wife, and to have this relationship with fame that impacts you so greatly, but that almost isn't really about you. So I was really interested in what this was going to be. I had no idea going in. Bianca starts making this mixture. It takes forever. It's just minutes of her, adding what looks like sugar and then adding just one more granule and then seeing whether it's okay. And then she puts it in the oven and she takes out a cake and it's the same color as her suit. So you're like, okay, she's making a cake of herself. She's showing the process that goes into making herself consumable. And then she walks across the stage, the curtain opens, and there are all these body doubles of Bianca. They look like they're nude and they're contortionists. And she's sitting on a chair made of a person. And so she's showing what it takes to contort yourself to be consumed in that way. And the whole time there's a score by Ye, which was really amazing. The whole thing was really remarkable. I was really astonished, and it was subversive and beautiful. And seeing the show, I felt like I understood their marriage more. Because I was like, here are two people who know how to shock. Everybody has a personal and a public self, even civilians, even non-famous people. But famous people, when you see them, there's usually more of who they are privately in their public self. You usually have more of a sense of that. She's the person who I've interviewed who was the least like what they had presented to the world. There's so much more about Bianca and her marriage with Ye, and Ye himself, who I wound up meeting after the show. So go to vanityfair.com and check it out.